Thank you. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I hope you can hear me now. It's great. Okay. Sorry about that. So, good morning, Mexico. Good afternoon, Europe. Good evening, India. So, please let us know where you're logging in from in the chat. We can't see the audience, but great. So, someone, Aisha D'Souza from The Hague, welcome. Sea Ranch in California, great. Good morning. We're going to do a short introduction before the film will start in 15 minutes. It will start automatically. So I thought we'd just introduce ourselves, and then the film will start, and then afterwards we'll log in again for the Q&A. So my name's Felicia Line. I'm the writer, producer, and co-director of this documentary. So this documentary started as an idea from a book that my grandmother wrote that I found. And I mean, halfway through making this film, the COVID pandemic happened. So that was kind of a bit of a roadblock that I hadn't seen, but actually it was a blessing because through that is how I met Megan, through a Facebook group. And Megan, as you will see, took on this staff of making this documentary in India as well. I'll pass on to Megan, who will introduce herself now, and filmmakers Devanshan Kusuma as well from India. Go ahead, Megan.
Hey, Megan D'Souza here, and I'm a French teacher who just fell into historical research around the time of COVID. So it was great timing that I read Felicia's comment on a website. And she was asking, does anyone want to read The Diary of a Princess from long ago? And of course I wanted to. And that's how I got into this whole story. And COVID happened, so I, by accident, was the presenter of this film. Over to you, Devansh Kusuma.
Sure. So actually, Megan Auntie got in touch with us to shoot this film. And funny story is that me and Kusuma actually met on the set of this film at the graveyard for the very first time. So
yeah, I was out of college, and this was my first documentary film experience ever. And what a story! And I'm super excited for you all to watch the film. Yeah.
Great. Well, we have 10 minutes before the film starts. So if more audience members want to put their name and where they're logging in from. Also, if you have any questions for us, please just put it in chat. We're having lots of different time zones here. So it's morning over here in the Americas, it's afternoon in Europe, and evening in India. I hope everyone is able to join. This is a new experience for us as well, so excuse any technical issues. If you have any issues, you can I'll put in the chat the email which you can write to. So hopefully any issues they'll be able to sort it out.
Is Sabrina not here yet?
No, I'm going to so we've got another speaker, Sabrina, who I'm going to try and get onto the backstage. So yeah, please write in the chat if you've got any preliminary questions, or let us know where you're logging in from.
And what's the weather like in Devansh and Panchgani?
It's quite chilly. It's December right now, so yeah, it's getting quite windy and it's beautiful though. It's a really nice time to be here.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
almost imagine Mirmanjan walking around in this place.
It
Hey,
must.
hi,
Oh,
very good.
Sabrina, yeah.
Great. Welcome,
Good
Sabrina.
timing.
So I'll let Sabrina introduce herself. Sabrina also appears in the documentary. She's been key in helping us with a lot of research, and she helps Megan in a lot of her search in Mumbai and specifically. So go ahead, Sabrina.
Hi. So, oh, well, you want me to talk about this?
If you just like to introduce yourself and maybe just something about your experience on the documentary, how you got into it.
Right. So we are, well, and I'm an amateur historian, a history buff, culture buff as well. So anything related to languages, culture is what I do. And that's what makes my friendship with Meg really strong, because those are points where we really meet. And whenever there is something interesting, I point it out to her and she points it out to me. And that's how I got onto this project with her, with mermanjan. And that was the first. I was visiting her in Panchgani, and it happened that she wished to check out the grave, and my husband offered to drive us to Satara, and that's where the story began. And for mermanjan, but there have been numerous other you know searches that Megan I have done together, some not so successful, but well, this was really nice. It was,
Mhm.
we were absolutely thrilled to find this grave.
Actually, Sabrina and Parvez were with me when we went to look for the grave, and we walked in through that hole in the wall, and then they went one way, and I went totally the other way. And that was in the first few minutes, found that grave, and I couldn't believe it. I like yelled out to them. They came with a bottle of water and we washed it
Yeah,
and
we
found the
were there
name.
on our knees washing the grave,
Yeah,
and it was quite something.
and
And
yeah,
Meg said that she almost was got a call from the grave saying that I'm here, I'm here. It was almost literally.
100%.
Yeah,
No, it's for sure. There's something about now. It's a sign from above. I believe in spirits and that they're all around us, and you have to just tune into the channel. Uh,
yeah.
for
And
sure, there was
considering
something.
it's such a huge space and there were only cattle that was grazing there, we were
Yeah,
even afraid that they will run amok, and we'll have to find shelter from them, because there was one little shepherd boy who was grazing, and
yeah.
the graveyard hasn't been used for a long while. So people really thought that we were bonkers doing this.
Actually,
Yeah.
I waited for you to come so that we could go there because, uh, first of all, graveyards are scary places, but I'm not scared of that. But it's also the whole thing of the land grabbing scene that was happening there. And I knew there's something behind. I'd heard about, it's being, the locals are eyeing it for space and it's surrounded by industrial
Estate, yes.
estate. So I didn't want to go there alone. So it was just lucky that you guys came to visit and we,
Yeah, we have, like, that's a memory forever. And I remember my young daughters, who are also friends with Meg's daughter, Aryan. They were there for that weekend. And just out of curiosity, we knew very well that they would not agree to come. But we said, would you like to join us? And they said, Mama is at it again. They are going grave hunting. So it's kind of become our passion, because that's where history lies, you see, behind the
Mhm.
tombstones. So,
Correct, yeah.
The strange hobbies that we have, isn't
yeah.
it? Well, that's great. Yeah, I mean, people have told me when they see that sequence that they get goosebumps from it. So it
Mhm.
definitely is there's something special about it. And
Yeah.
just finding the grave, I think we didn't even expect to find it. We just thought might there's like a small chance, but we didn't have really high hopes, I guess. Well, Megan said, "Oh, I'll go and find it." I mean, I didn't even know she was buried in Satara, or did we? I can't remember, but
yeah, I think you did. You knew because you said it's in this place, and I said, "Oh, that's just about an hour away from us, and I can easily go there." So yeah.
And the
Yeah.
funniest part, Meg, if you remember, is that we tried even looking for graves in the Arabic script, in the Perso-Arabic
Yeah,
script.
yeah,
We
I think
asked
so.
Nadia whether she could read, and we thought that
Yeah,
would it be written in Arabic or would it be inscribed in English?
yeah,
So
yeah.
there
It
were
was.
all sorts of thoughts that were running because you never know which one works.
yeah.
And yeah, and her grave, the stone was flipped over because of they had tried to bulldoze it, but it flipped over and it flipped on the right side, so we could read the inscription.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
very
and then
lucky. Could have gone on the wrong side, right?
exactly, could have broken into little pieces,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So we've got some more people joining. We got Eileen O'Donnell from Victoria, BC, Canada. Welcome, Eileen. Isabel from Mexico. Hola, Isabel. And we got Andrew Madak from New York. Great.
Yeah, that's my sister-in-law, and her son is in Bombay, so he's logged in from Bombay, and my sister-in-law from New York. Yeah.
Oh, great. Welcome. So the film will be starting automatically in 3 minutes, I think. So yeah, we'll be back afterwards for Q&A. So any questions that the audience has, you can just type it into the chat, or you can wait till after the film, and then I don't think we'll be able to hear you, but you can just type it in, and then we'll be able to answer any questions you have afterwards. So those who are logging in now, we've got so Megan D'Souza, who's a co-producer, a co-presenter of the film. We've got Devansh Matar and Kusuma Santapuri, who are the filmmakers from Panchgani, who filmed most of the sequences in India. And we've got Sabrina Kasimadak, who was a co-presenter and a researcher from Mumbai, India. So keep in mind any questions you might have for them. So yeah, we've got a couple of minutes then, so we'll be logging out, and we'll see you after the film. Anyone else who's just joined, if you want to put your name and we got Paul and Carol, cousin of Megan, living in London, UK.
Oh yeah.
Anyone else who's just joined, if you want to put your name and where you're logging in from, then that'll be great to know.
Can we see the chat, Felicia,
If
from
you
here?
do the chat, there's backstage and audience. So on the right.
If I go to audience?
Yeah, it goes to the audience one.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay. Aisha's my cousin from The Hague, who I just met on the way to Portugal. I stopped over, met my uncle, my dad's brothers, Aisha's dad. And Janine is my sister-in-law from California. Eileen is my good friend from Victoria. Hi, Eileen.
Got Lauren and Kavi from Utrecht.
Oh, Lauren is Aisha's sister, my cousin from from Holland again. Hi, Kavi.
Okay, I'm going to stop the live broadcast now because the film stopped.